And welcome to SEN Live. What's going on, y'all? I am the Swaggy Boy. Here on this holiday, his baby girl's birthday. He ain't got time for this. That's not true. He loves y'all. He loves y'all dearly. But we wanted to come and hang out with y'all because we all need money. I'm just being real with you. It is what it is. We need the ducats, so we're here to entertain you. But we're also here to talk about some amazing news. I got some great people rolling with me, of course. We got the Engineer Extreme RB3 in the building. What's up, man?
What's up, y'all? My apologies for the show being late today. I sent the link for the Zoom in the wrong email, and it became a thing. But
it doesn't matter, bro. It's a holiday.
Yeah, it's Labor Day. Yeah, we're working on Labor Day. You know, it's Labor time. So that's
it's good. It's good. Of course, I got the news man extraordinaire, Mr. Ben Goddard. What's up, brother?
Yeah, it's a tweet of that. I was like, oh, yeah, it's a holiday. He said as he's worked from home without pants for 6 months.
Hey, man, I always put on gym shorts at the very least. And, of course, I have the comedy twins extraordinaire. I'm talking about Brett Sheridan and Kate Mulligan. What's up, y'all?
What's up? Sorry, I was just texting Sadie to wish her a happy birthday because I forgot to do that earlier.
Oh.
I don't know her like that. Every time I see her, she's like, hey, you... Oh.
Well, you know, speaking of birthdays, I do want to give a special shout out to my moms. Today is my mom's birthday.
Oh,
so happy birthday to my moms. Yeah, very big day for us.
Awesome. Happy birthday, Mama.
Happy birthday, Mama.
Thank you.
And
thank you,
also, in that case, can we get Ace to play a Star Wars match real quick? He does a lot better with birthday tournaments. Like, that's his motivation. So
yeah.
I'm gonna call Alex Damon right now.
I mean, Alex just played in that Dragon Con. He's been studying for sure.
I heard. Jesus Christ. But that's fine. We've been studying too. You know we doing the damn thing. Drip all day, baby.
Yeah.
All that being said, I mean, it's going to be a fun day, man. I mean, you're getting a solid show here today with a lot of great news, including about what happened with these movie theaters. Because I guess, Tenet is out here in the streets and Mulan was in your homes. First of all, did anybody watch? I know RB3 obviously went and saw Tenet in Vegas for Geeks of Color. Did anybody else see Tenet?
Oh.
I have not seen it yet.
No.
Nobody else has seen it yet. Okay, because I haven't either because I'm too scared to go to theaters right now. But what about Mulan? I know Ben said you saw it and you're not.
I saw it this weekend, yeah.
What
I bought it, but I did not watch it yet. We're watching it this afternoon.
Okay, so Ben, give us a spoiler-free just take, I guess.
I was unimpressed, and this is the movie that I had been waiting for. Like, I like the Jungle Book, but other than that, I have not really enjoyed much of the Disney live action, Lion King, whatever you want to call it, remakes. I'll always be like, if I ever have kids, they're going to watch the originals. I haven't seen Cinderella, but other than that, once this preview came out, I was all about it. I was hyped for it. So sad it got delayed. And you guys saw, even on Friday, I was proponent of you know what? I think this is going to be worth $30. RB3 was like, I don't know. Maybe if you're with your family or, you have I know people are building those projectors outside and social distance movie nights. Maybe it can be worth that because maybe the bigger the screen, the better the movie is. But other than that, it just seemed very, a lot of these Disney remakes, they seem very hollow. They're missing the heart of the film. And I know that there's no music in this one, and Lion King had the music and it still felt hollow. So, but just Jenny Nicholson had a great point where it's the Mulan animated one, when it did the Let's Get Down to Business, Make a Man Out of You. In that whole montage, they do the training montage. They get the Mulan getting to know her montage. You get to know the other side characters montage. She gets close to the general, the colonel, the leader guy. And you do all this in one song and you build this rapport with everybody. You never do that in this movie. There's no, there's a training montage, but you don't get to know any of the side characters. Donnie Yen plays, and I love Donnie Yen, but you don't really get close with him or really care about him. Jet Li plays the Emperor, and they waste Jet Li too. It's
how do you waste Jet Li?
How do you waste Jet Li and Donnie Yen in the same movie is the most insane thing to me. The story was kind of all over the place with what they were going for and the lessons they were trying to learn. Whose doorbell just rang?
Sorry, I think that was mine.
Okay.
Good. I hope I hope Mama got a gift.
No, Ben. That was Disney coming to whoop your ass.
Yeah. They're hey, we wrote you that check for Friday. We're taking it back.
That's what they said. That's what they said to me for Black Panther back in the day.
Yeah, it just like I don't want to go too much into it because we got movie news to do, but it's a lot of these things. I just don't know what they're missing when they remake these. They're just missing the heart of the movie. And with Lion King, it's easy to point out like realistic animal faces don't show emotion, so you get no emotion. Like that's that simple. And Beyonce's terrible. But at acting.
No. I know. I just oh Lord.
I wouldn't say it was her fault.
It's not her fault, but I'm just saying like you have like all in the animated version, Just Can't Wait to Be King. When he jumps, all the colors turn super vibrant and everything like that. The whole atmosphere changes.
_Lift donated $20. Swag drip. Tell those who are special to you that you love them. Binged Cobra Kai this weekend. Great show.
Hey, I love how we got all of the references. The Bompton butt lift. That was, I gotta say, bro, that I voted for you. You got my my $500 like sponsorship on that one.
Thank you. I had no other investments on that pick. No other investments. By the way, if y'all missed Swag Day, Fun Day, on Winston's Twitch channel, it was an amazing time. First Cut was there. Ben Goddard was there.
It was great.
So Kate, you were asking. We'll get back to the news in just a second. Kate, you were asking. So every Sunday, I do a show called Swag Day Fun Day where we play Jackbox games and drink.
That's
and
fun.
so I had invited the First Cut crew. Ace couldn't make it. Ben happened to be in the chat, and I was like, if you want to take Ace's spot, man, come on in for a little bit. So, I mean, look, you got babies. I assume you don't want to be talked to on the weekend, but if either of y'all wants to play, I would love to have you on the show.
No, I give everyone a hard time. I'm sure you'd be like, could you come on this Sunday? I'd be like, church, Winston, church.
That's what I figured. I figured you're just at church from like 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. because of your babies. And that's what you're supposed to do when you have kids?
Yeah, just like getting us sanctified.
Non-stop church every day in this.
All right, well, real quick before we get into the box office numbers, if you had to give it a quick rating, what would you give it, Ben?
I'll give it a 2.8 out of 5 schmoes.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Yeah,
that's good to know.
That's
below average.
rough.
All right.
Yeah, and this is like I said, I was so hyped for this movie.
Yeah.
I couldn't wait. From that first trailer, I was like, I'm all in, and just nada.
Can I ask you though, Ben? I know you said the whole thing about, and it's a great point to make, that even if it had the music, it could have still been hollow because Lion King still had the music and it still felt hollow to you. But do you feel like could this have been improved with the music?
Just still in that little like tidbit from Jenny Nicholson. Like I really do. Just like when she talked about the "Make a Man Out of You," like that's such a great point where they did so much in that one song. And Mulan's known for Reflection and "Make a Man Out of You," and that's kind of it, and that's okay. But it's not really known for it's not Lion King or Beauty and the Beast or Little Mermaid, but just in that one song, how much they do, like the score needed to take the place, and there's little hints of reflection throughout the movie when something good happens. But during the it felt very low. Like again, we didn't get to see it in the theaters. Maybe theaters would have improved it because I saw Aladdin, and Aladdin was okay. Maybe, but if I saw at home with my parents, maybe I wouldn't have liked Aladdin that much either.
Well, here's my thing. Like, I hate all the Disney live action movies. Hate them all. They're all terrible to me, except for Jungle Book and Peach Dragon. Those are the only two that I kind of like.
Peach Dragon's a good one.
Yeah, but all of them are not even watchable for me. So Mulan, at least, like for me, was like watchable. Like I could consume it. But I think there's a way they could have done the movie. I just think it was kind of silly that they're like, oh, we're going to make this movie and we're going to remove the songs and we're going to remove all the mythical elements. But then we're also going to add like an hour-long subplot about an evil witch, dove lady. And it's like, what are we doing? Like, and I don't know. There's like, some people are saying it's more close to a traditional tale, but like, I read like a lot of different versions, I guess, of Mulan, including the original poem, and there is no mention of like a witch. So I don't know. So, but I guess so. But that's just to say, like, I think if they would have not done the songs, but spent more time on like character development for Mulan, more time with like hanging out with characters and like feeling more empathetic for characters, I think there's a way you could have done it. But I don't know. I think they're trying to go for this overarching theme of like the patriarchy is holding us down. And, they didn't really, I don't know. They didn't really go for any kind of character development. No.
So it sounds like what you're saying is that Kate is very happy that she decided to work on Labor Day because she
The Mulan payment show right here, baby.
No, but
And being cheap pays.
If you like to get, if it's a good action movie though, like I'll say this, like if I were to like get it for like my grandma who loves like karate movies, samurai movies, like action movies, yeah. It's great for that. Like that, it's a great action movie, great set pieces, great action. If you're just looking at it from a pure action standpoint, but
yo, real talk, the Butler family sounds intriguing as fuck, bro.
Yeah,
there's some like little tidbits I get about like your mom and your grandma and all that stuff. Like your family sounds dope as hell.
Oh man, thank you. Yeah,
it's the Butler the Third family. Thank you.
Oh, excuse me. The third family.
Full last name.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't do suffixes very well. That's on me. I do apologize. Ben,
He said suffixes.
well, Ben, why don't you get us
good for
into
you.
our main news? Let's talk about the box office numbers for Mulan and Tenet, man. How did they do?
Tenet's doing okay. Everything in tow. This weekend, big Labor Day weekend, big movie weekend. Traditionally, it's going to collect about an estimated 20.2 million by Sunday, pulling in that over the weekend and in previews throughout much of the week. So that seems like a full week of box office. That's the best domestic result since mid-March, but down from the speculative estimates of 40 million touted last week, including the Monday holiday. We don't have much of the VOD performance yet from Mulan, but overseas, it's taking in about 6 million. So these are two huge budget movies. Tenet with 130 after 2 weeks and 30 million in China, so possibly close to 160. So how do we think about this? This like, because isn't Tenet like an $800 million something, like didn't it need like $800 million to make a profit or break even or something like that? Didn't we report that?
Something like that, but I think this is one of those situations where, just like anything else, you kind of have to look at it with the circumstances that they're in. Yeah. I think that Warner Brothers knew a long time ago, once this really started to settle and they kept pushing Tenet back, let's get as much out of this as we can. I think that they wouldn't have come anywhere close to that number at home release only. So I think for them to pull this, and then they'll get their I'm guessing that they're going to do the theatrical run, and they're not even going to necessarily put it out to just buy right away. I think that they will probably do some home VOD, especially at this rate. But they, Nolan or Warner, whoever, really wanted it to be on big screens because they feel like that's how you have to watch it. I'm reading this article saying that the budget for the film is $225. It was produced for $400. So, and that, I don't think that includes advertising. Yeah. Oh no, that does include advertising. Oh, okay. So it's got to make at least like $450, $500 to possibly break even, make a profit, something.
Wait, I'm sorry. They said it cost 225 production, and then 400 million with marketing and all that.
Yeah.
Good Lord. I mean, that has to make that's not even 400. That has to make almost $1 billion. Like that pretty much got to make close to $1 billion.
No, sorry. The way I understood it was that they budgeted it at 225, and then when all was said and done, it came in at I think probably there was some.
Here's
budget
what the article
over.
says.
Yeah.
The film was produced for $400 million, including production and advertising. Since roughly half the gross goes to exhibitors, the film will only start turning a profit once it crosses the $800 million mark.
Okay.
Yeah.
The reported budget for the film is $225, which makes it the most expensive original film of Nolan's career.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, you can see the money. I mean, you can see the money on screen, but I mean, is it gonna make the money? I don't know. I mean, this is $20 million on opening weekend. Jesus Christ.
Yo.
Look, I was gonna say.
Are we laughing at this man's pain?
Nah, I'm sorry to say, I love Tenet, but this is kind of sad. I mean, and it kind of goes to show maybe it was too soon to open this movie. Maybe they should have just waited a little while longer when it was just a little safer. Could have made a higher return. Maybe it's a slow burn. Maybe over the next few months, it starts picking up buzz. But also what makes it tough for Tenet is that it's not an accessible movie. Most people are coming at this movie telling people, I don't know. even
I gotta see it again, and like it's like okay, I escaped with my life from the theater once. Do I want to tempt fate twice?
Yeah, or even people who like love Inception and love Interstellar are even coming out of this movie like, I don't know about this one. I don't know. It has a B cinema score, which is substantially lower than other Nolan movies, including Interstellar, which I think even had like an A-. So it's interesting to see. I don't know how much profit is going to make. I don't know how much money is going to make. I don't know how viable of a name Christopher Nolan is, especially after all of this whole drama. So I hope it makes money, but I don't know. These aren't good signs. So,
well, Brett, what about you? I mean, being the sniper, I mean, action movies clearly are your thing, man. I mean, what do you think? Do you think Tenet could pull it off? Are you willing to risk it a little bit down the line to try and go and see it at the theater, or are you just going to wait till it comes to streaming?
This is such a. I mean, since the beginning of talking about this has been something where I just think it's all these are just little band-aids, and they're gonna see. I don't think they'll ever get to what they need, and they just gotta cut the bleeding as much as possible. And yeah, it's like, oh, it didn't make the money it was supposed to. No shit, like there's no theaters hardly open. Like, wow, I'm mind blown. And first of all, before I go on, Kate, yeah, loving the nails. You're putting them out there today.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
okay.
Wait a minute. Kate out
Have
here
you noticed Kate, every time she talks, it's like, so
No.
let me get this straight, Ben.
What
Brett.
I've heard from this
Brett,
article,
I gotta tell you, Brett, I set them up. You knocked them down, honey. You know I was waiting for a call out on that thing.
No, Kate, I noticed too because she was out here being like, "What? $30 for Mulan and it's terrible. I need a sugar daddy to come and fix this problem."
Guess what? $8.99 press nails. $99 got my press on nails.
so with Mulan and those nails, Kate's already spent today's show money, baby.
By the way, please, look, man. If this show is ever gonna happen on a holiday again, y'all please send it.
Yeah.
You know why, guys?
Yeah, I gotta
You know
go
why?
big today.
We gotta go ham. To do what you can. You got that holiday money. Like somebody gave me some little holiday pay. Please.
You know why we want you to do it? Because you'll bring honor to us all.
Oh
Hey,
no!
yes,
It's not in the mood. It's not in the mood.
I will say I probably would have paid for Tenet over Mulan. I probably
Yeah.
would
At
have.
home?
Yeah, because, I mean,
Interesting.
Well, I really don't know how stimulating Tenet will be on a small screen though. Like,
Really?
I don't know. Like,
It's not a great mark of a good movie.
Don't tell me I gotta risk my motherfucking life for this fucking movie.
No, it's not worth risking your life. It's never worth risking your life. So if you don't feel comfortable going, like, don't go. It's not even worth it. But for people who do want to go, like, I don't know. I do feel like maybe it would have been more profitable if they would have done it at home, but I think it also would have not made the same kind of impact. I think if they probably just made this whole movie thinking the world was going to be normal and this was going to be some groundbreaking thing. And now that the world's not normal, it is, it doesn't happen. So, but
I just really hope Warner Brothers that, like, I don't know how much it costs to do that, but I think they could make a decent amount of money if they just plan to do a re-release once things are calm. Like,
Yeah.
I think that would behoove them in so many ways, and they actually could probably recoup a lot of this money because there's a number of people that will have been told you need the big screen to see it, and maybe they just don't watch it when it comes out on home video, hoping that happens. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I don't know.
Can I
Go ahead,
ask,
Kate.
theaters are open in China?
Yes.
yeah, it had one of the biggest opening weekends in China.
So
for
I
any
know, but
Nolan
like,
film.
how is it open there? How are they open?
Because
how they do that?
Did you not hear us talk about how Wuhan had a massive EDM concert where nobody was in mask or nothing because they handled their shit. They locked everything down.
Yeah.
They had one of the largest EDM concerts.
Trump bot donated $20.
Thank you, Trump. Bot.
Enjoy Labor Day. So good. Did you know I invented the holiday? Believe me. Only like a smart person would think of this holiday. Movie news. I know all of it. Mulan just okay. Not great. I could make it better. Believe me. Saw Tenet. My big brain hurts now.
The Trump has been fire for the last week, man.
My brain hurts now. Oh man, but
all right, Ben, keep it moving. Let's talk about Mulan numbers real quick.
Well, you know what I'm thinking about, Ben? I'm thinking about what I'm gonna have for dinner.
Oh,
I'm thinking about lunch.
oh,
Now, how do you like that segue?
That was good. I like it.
So, yes, of course, I love to eat. And that's why I also love Postmates. But I love them even more right now because I get it delivered without leaving the house or even opening the door. I love that part about it where they just set it down and then there's food that just like magically appears with the knock of the door. So they have, of course, contactless deliveries. So when you order from local restaurants, everything is left right outside your door. They also have Postmates Pickup, where you can go and get the takeout from your favorite local restaurants, and you gotta support your neighborhood spots right now. Everybody's struggling. They need your support. So use that Postmates and go pick something up from one of your local places you used to go chill at. I've been ordering it because it's a great way to support the community. Postmates doesn't just deliver burgers and sushi. They actually make life easier by picking up stuff at Walgreens. And I did figure this one out the other day, too. 7-Eleven. You can get stuff delivered from 7-Eleven.
What?
Booze, too. Get your
That's the
booze
only thing I
delivered.
care about is my Slurpees and my booze. So there you go.
Yeah, I haven't tried a Slurpee yet. That would be an interesting one to see if they could get that one to you.
I heard you say herpes. Keep going.
Oh,
No.
okay.
In the middle of an ad read.
Yeah, middle of an ad read.
Just
All right,
saying.
So you
Couldn't wait.
Nope. Couldn't wait.
Well-
wouldn't have been funny, believe me.
what you need to do is not listen to Kate and get the
Not funny now.
Postmates iOS or Android. Find your favorite restaurants and get anything you want delivered within an hour. Okay, so here's the big call to action here. Postmates is giving our listeners $100 of free delivery credit for the first 7 days. So to start getting your free deliveries, download the app and use code SENLive. That's code SENLive for $100 of free delivery for your first 7 days when you download the Postmates app. Anything you need, anytime you need it, Postmate it.
Thank you, Brett.
Wow. Wow. Well done. Wow. All right, great. So the back half of this story was of how Mulan did with its VOD numbers. You want to give us a rundown there, Ben?
We only have the overseas numbers right now. We don't have domestic, and it's at 5.9 million overseas. Now, I don't know what countries those include, but
Oh God!
no matter how you break it down, even if that's just like London and that's it,
dude,
it's not good. So do you
5.9?
think that like Disney will cave a little bit and be like, hey, we're doing a Labor Day special. It's $20 this weekend because 60% of something is better than 0% of nothing. So do you think like they'll cave, or do you think that this is just going to be like, hey, this is going to be like, you know what? Bad experiment. We know $25 is like, that mental check where people will be like, that's as much as I'm going to pay for this. $30 is too much. Because remember, we did that for the Schmobot at the beginning and so didn't get any. So do you think that, what do you think? I don't know what else to ask. What do you think?
I mean, I don't know about y'all, but I feel like my brain is mentally checked in terms of bills that come out, like physical dollar bills. A 20 is one thing. If I have to spend more than a 20, it feels like it's a little more expensive. I know that sounds silly, but that like just kind of has a mental.
I think that's real. I think a lot of people feel that way. Honestly,
Yeah.
What do you think, Kate? I mean, obviously, again, I know we're going to tease you infinitely that you have paid for this movie you haven't seen.
Well, Neil and I have a date to watch it today, so
Aw.
that's going to be his.
Ooh.
We're doing a movie theater here.
That's sweet.
But yeah, I mean, also he's going to get scared. I'm sure 3 minutes in. And
Oh,
I'll be
no.
like, well, I'll watch it by myself later. No, I was going to say, I guess, there's part of me, and I'm going to make a suggestion that I don't know that I agree with, but I sort of feel like part of the problem is that you have Disney Plus, and that we know that down the line Mulan will be on Disney Plus, right? I mean, like down the line, like maybe a year from now, they'll. And so then it's
3
like,
months. In 3 months,
It's
exactly.
December 4th.
So it's like, wait a minute, why on earth? I sort of feel like what they should have said is Mulan will not be on Disney Plus. If you ever want to see Mulan, pay this $30, and then it makes me feel better about the $30 because I've bought the movie. That now it's basically, even though I don't have the physical media of it,
Right.
it's almost like that. And then I know that I have an exclusive that nobody else is going to get for $6.99 a month.
Exactly.
On the line. So I don't know that I agree with that, but I also think that would definitely, if it was just like, no, you just wait 3 months and you get it for free, or not for free, but you get it for the price you're already paying. I'm sort of like, yeah, well then anybody who's not excited about it will just wait till it's already on the service they're paying for.
Considering we've had to get a massive lesson in patience, which hasn't necessarily gone so well over the last few months, but for the most part, as much media as we have in general right now to go through, you're exactly right. I mean, that's why I haven't chomped at the bit unless, like, a buddy of mine for her birthday, her parents own like a computer building store for like Hollywood Corporation, so she set up in their parking lot for her birthday that big projector that everybody's kind of doing like on the building's wall. Oh, nice. And then we were able to put like couches in the parking lot like at an appropriate distance. So like for us, we've already talked about if this stuff is happening and people have enough thing, we'll come together as a group, we'll all pitch in and whatever. But otherwise, I agree with you. I'm not personally going to spend $30 to watch this. So especially if I can wait till December. That, if anything, I'll watch it on my birthday, good or not, and then call it a fucking day. You know what I mean? So I totally get it.
Well, I think,
what do you think, RB3?
I mean, you know, I think especially like when you think about $30, like our minds are mentally trained to just think $30 is how much you're paying for a Blu-ray. Like we're physically holding a physical media Blu-ray. You know, like the idea of paying $30 for, you know, like it's kind of like owning it, but again, it's essentially like renting it because if you turn off Disney Plus, you don't have it anymore, you know? Mm-hmm. So it's not like you physically owning it. So I think that makes just that little bit of difference in people. It just makes that difference. So, and then I think you're right, Kay. I think also saying that we're going to release it on Disney Plus for free also takes away that spice a little bit. I think especially if it's like 3 months, I think if they would have said like, if it was like a year from now, you know, or whatever, then I think it might have, you know, I think people might have also went for it too. But yeah, I don't know. You know, putting it on digital also leads for a lot of possibilities for piracy and all these different things. So it just makes it all kind of weird. There's really no win situation in this case. And it was especially unfortunate for Mulan because it was literally supposed to come out the weekend that this all went down. So they had the premiere,
the red carpet. And
yeah. So they kind of had their hands tied. But I wish they would have maybe if they just would have did the price at 20 or 15. Or, you know, maybe if they would have, I don't know, made it that you got a Blu-ray copy if you paid the 30. I don't know, just something a little bit more to spice it up.
Like 20 for the rental and then 25 to keep it on Disney Plus or something like that. Yeah. Just something. But also, like, you know, you got to realize that not everybody does the physical media thing. Like a lot of people are okay with just having a movie on Netflix and then be like, oh, it's gone. Okay. You know, I got to, you know, not everyone's going to buy The Office or Friends on DVD or Blu-ray when they, you know, now it's on HBO Max. But when The Office leaves Netflix, they're just going to be like, guess I can't watch The Office anymore. Like people aren't going to go buy those physical copies of the season.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's mostly true. But I think with Disney particular, like Disney kind of made this whole brand of like the Disney Vault. Like,
the Vault.
You know, we're going to like make our Blu-rays like exclusive and all that kind of stuff. And they kind of democratized that with Disney Plus, but maybe this could have been one of their ways to make something else a little more exclusive. I don't know, but
you know, but I think it was all. It's like now that I think about it, it was also smart to say that it's coming out in December because I have a lot of services sometimes that I just kind of keep and I'm not watching anything on it, and then that person keeps their Disney Plus, isn't taking in anything, and then they've basically paid $30 to get the movie later, you know. So I think it was as much as I'm like, yeah, they should have just, you know, done the $30 and then later on said, oh, here's a special treat, we're giving it to everybody now. But you know, I think they'll get the money some way or the other. That's how Disney.
I think that leaked. You know, the leak we reported, or you know, whoever reported it, like, you know, it was like, oh, it got deleted, and then they were just like, shit, it's out there, might as well announce it. Yeah. But yeah, you guys are like, I think that's a really good point though, Winston. Just like the physical bill of like, here's 20, like the 1999 thing, like here's $20 for that extra 10.
Yeah.
Winston, does your show start today? Really looking forward. Side note, 09ers next week, can't wait.
Niners start next week.
Yeah, football this weekend, man.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
That's why I'm rocking the jersey. I got game time later today, which definitely check out 2 p.m. game time, Outlaw Nation. But football starts on Thursday, which in and of itself is going to be interesting. I'm very curious to see if they can figure it out, but we'll probably talk about that on game time. But
It's going to be flag football.
They might need to, but even that'll probably be a problem. All right, what other news we got, Ben?
Wait, Winston, I think that guy just asked you, does your show...
Is your Inner Geekdom show starting today?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Nah, no. No. That show will happen. It's gonna be
when Mulan comes out on Disney.
Yeah.
When Mulan comes out. No. We'll announce it. We're still getting like the guests ready and all that kind of stuff. So it's gonna take a minute, but not super long. I want to say a couple weeks. But just stay on Twitter, stay here. We'll announce when the physical
Jim
date.
Mason donated $20.
Thank you, Jim.
I personally thought Mulan was fine, but with all of the references to Chi made me think it would have been a better Star Wars movie. Seriously, it could have been the Force. Just switch out the Tai Chi swords with lightsabers and there you go. Hi, Kate. Hi, Kate.
Oh, shit.
Ooh, nice.
Really trying to say hi. Them nails, girl. You caught one.
So
what else we got?
Mission Impossible just started filming, and I wanted to bring this one up because, we've had the reports of Robert Pattinson or someone on the Batman set contracting COVID. We've had a few other stories of like sets not being these quarantine bubbles like the producers and studios want them to be. But they're starting to film in Norway. Christopher McGorry posted an insane photo, which I want to see whatever stunt they're going to do and whatever Tom Cruise is going to launch off of in this thing and take flight and not wear a parachute and grab onto something and whatever. So I want to see this movie, but do you think it's right for all these studios to like pick back up filming when I don't want to say it's obvious they can't control this thing, but it's been proven time and time again that these bigger sets cannot limit this spread.
I actually want to speak to that first. One of my best friends had to get a nanny this year, and the nanny on Friday was inside, like with the children, was like, I just got a call from my husband. He tested positive and he was on a set. They tested them on Monday and they tested him on Friday, and he's transpo. So now, who knows between Monday and Friday when he got it. He was asymptomatic at the time, and now, as of this morning, can't smell, can't taste, is completely exhausted. But that is how quickly this was a set that was like doing what they could, and now not only is his wife affected, but his wife, who's been working inside this family's home, is also affected. It's just, like that is the problem with this thing, is it's exponential, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like if there's a set in a country where, like, Canada is doing, like, some of my friends just went there because they've been shooting in Canada. My friend and her newborn just went to meet her husband there, who's been shooting there. They have a mandatory 2-week quarantine when you arrive in Canada,
Right.
and you get checked on every single day by somebody, and then you have a fine to pay if they catch you outside at all. You get everything gets delivered. They make sure you get the medicine you need.
Yep.
You are not to leave. You will get fined, and it's like $250,000. It's something crazy. It's like a lot of money. So I feel like, yeah, a set can open in a country that seems to have like low rates, and if the country itself has protocols in place to protect the fact that like all of these infected Americans are coming over.
I put that photo on screen, by the way, people, if y'all want to see that Tom Cruise photo.
Nice.
That's insane.
Yeah,
Nice,
craziness.
man.
I don't
Wow,
know what
that's
they're doing,
crazy.
but
It's an anxiety attack of a photo. That's like, if you could take a picture of an anxiety attack for me, that's what it looks like.
Right. Nice, Brett. I agree and slightly disagree, Kate, in the sense that I agree that you have to have the same kind of Canada protocols of that lockdown. I think it's been proven in the States that it can be done. You look at the NBA bubble, it didn't work at first because the players didn't take it fucking seriously. That's the issue. But if you've noticed, since that one incident with Lou Williams going to get wings at Magic City, like they clamp down like a motherfucker, and you haven't heard a single thing of that bubble getting burst. And I think that that's the same thing that has to happen. You just need to set up these productions. Like, I can't say what production, but Kaiser has been in Vegas working on a production this whole time. They made him quarantine for 2 weeks in the hotel that they were going to be working in. And nobody has been allowed to leave. They have to stay within the hotel confines. But anything that's needed for the people that are part of the production is happening. Obviously, you have some people that are going in and out, but, like, they're specified to do that. So, like, it's just got to be the same thing, and I think that is 1,000% the problem. If you're setting up to open up your doors again for a studio or for an on-set location, but you're letting everybody go home.
James Livario donated $100.
Wow.
Just doing my part to keep the crew around.
Thank you.
Love you guys. I have to say I saw Tenet last Monday and New Mutants the next day in the theater. I like New Mutants way more than Dark Phoenix, and I thought Tenet was the best Nolan movie since Inception.
Wow, that's okay. I mean, you're selling. I do still see both of them, but
what's in between Interstellar
Dark Knight Rises?
Well, Dunkirk too. I'll put Dunkirk.
Oh,
I'll put Dunkirk over. Yeah, I haven't seen it yet,
yes.
but I love Dunkirk.
Yeah,
but dude, I was watching Dark Knight Rises. Oh, that's a bad movie.
It's rough. It's a little rough.
It's rough, man.
It's rough.
But
and again, like, people don't bring that movie up when there's like music over everyone talking. You're hearing like Joseph Gordon-Levitt like talk about like Bane's like incredibly intricate plan, and it's like. Bro,
that's how you know.
And then you hear Braid talking like this.
I mean, but have you heard the original version of that? Like, the original version was way worse.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
And I was never like a big, like, oh, I couldn't understand it. But I was watching, I was like, I think I know what he's saying. Like, I've seen this movie a few times.
Bro, I'm imagining original Bane is like, and then we bring it to you, the people. Now you have my permission to die. But Brett, what do you think, man? I mean, like, I won't lie. Me personally, I'm a baby bit nervous about tomorrow going on this set. But like just as a precursor to it, like, I got tested on Monday. Anybody that is on set physically has to get tested every 2 to 3 days. And then even before I start filming, they have expedited tests that they do because it's such a smaller number, where I have to go get tested, sit there and wait. And then once I get a result of negative, then I'm allowed to go to set. But if I don't, they'll just send me home. So, Brett, what do you think? Is it too soon to open up sets and productions? What's up, man?
What you brought up is exactly what I was thinking. It's like, well, this is a different scenario. Joe Public isn't getting tested all the time. They aren't. And from, a lot of people might get this and wait to go to the doctor, and I think that's some of the trouble with some of this, is people don't maybe take it as seriously. But you're in a place where you are getting tested regularly, people are monitoring this, and they can get you the help you need faster. So as much as I'm like, oh, they shouldn't, it's, if you're going to, at least it's confined in some way, but not letting people go home and stuff like that. But I think the bubble scenario, if we're going to gradually open up things, is the way to go. And I support it more than I just support us, people going and to a big rave or something like that, and then all branching off to different places.
Well, fuck you, Brett.
Yeah.
I'm gonna rave.
I'm just mad because Ben didn't invite me to his rave.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the one thing that like gives me a little hesitance is that like I've been getting calls about like going back on sets too, and the one thing that just scares me a little bit, because like I've been literally sitting at home doing nothing for 5 months, and it's like I go back out for like, and I see people on Twitter. I saw one tweet this morning or last night or something about somebody literally went to college, like didn't quarantine the entire time, didn't leave their room, and still got COVID like 2 weeks in. And they couldn't go home because they had like a 95-year-old grandma. And it's just something that it's literally not even up to your control. Like, somebody could like You don't know who the other PA next to you is gonna, who he might have been at a party without a mask last night. You just don't know,
Well, no, I agree with you. It's, to be honest with you, why I have less faith though, honestly, that it's it depends on the studio. I think if you're talking a big of enough studio, that typically it's gonna be better. I'm more concerned, honestly, about like flying than I necessarily am about sets. So I've had a number of people try and tell me, oh yeah, whatever, I just flew to so and so, like we should hang out. With social distance. I was like, no. You were in an airport. You were on an airplane. I don't care how much they're saying how clean it is and how there's not that many people flying. You're literally going from one city to another. So you're talking about so many more X factors that come into play here.
I think the other thing that's tricky about this, though, is I think that you can be asymptomatic and have it and carry it, and before a positive test shows up, it's like a 2-day.
Yeah,
there's a chance. I mean, this guy that got tested on Monday that was on the set got tested on Monday. What if he got it that night? Then he still shows up to work on Tuesday. He still shows up to work on and then it's Friday before they catch the COVID. And who knows, maybe he got tested again on Wednesday too. I don't know if it was like an every other day thing. But it's just what RB3 is saying too. Like, for those of us who have really adhered to this thing, who have suffered, who are continuing to suffer, who have been, I mean, this is an RB3, but have been locked inside their house with a 2-year-old and a 5-year-old for 6 straight months.
I'm so sorry.
But the longer I am in this, the higher the stakes are for me not to get it. Because I'm like, if I just sacrificed this much, I really don't want to get it, and I don't want to find out what happens to my son who is autoimmune compromised. I don't want to find out what happens to him. You can tell me he's going to be okay. I don't know till he gets it. I don't want my kids back in a school, because that is exactly what the problem is, right? Is like, everybody's been doing different things. I've seen my neighbors having parties. So to me, listen, all we want are studios to be back open. It is the only hope we have of being able to stay in this town is that Dickie show that got greenlit in February, that was supposed to shoot in April, finally gets shot. But at the same time, after all of that we've done, it just doesn't seem like there is any foolproof way, unless you can mandate it's exactly what you're saying, Winston. I don't think studios should open if people are local. I think it has to, because then they are still going home. Then they are still seeing their family. I took an RV trip across the country and made my family, when we got there, everybody wore masks the whole time we were there.
Yeah.
Whole time.
I think.
Hey, would you quarantine from Dickie if he had to go back on set? If he has
he would not be living here anymore.
Yeah, I mean, but I think that's fair, and I think you could do it local, but it just is, again, one of those things where it's like you're still not allowed to go home. You just have to stay in what, if you're, say, Warner, and you have that lot over in Burbank, you just find the nearest, decent hotel. Yeah. You're like, we've just bought this out for our studio.
A lot of times they have properties, on set for people. A lot of times they have places on set for people. So
I know. I mean, for the record, Dickie wouldn't want to even be here, though. It wouldn't be me being he's like...
Oh, no, I wasn't saying that, but
I was going to say, but he's more nervous about the kids even than I am.
I think my wife would quarantine from me in a snap of a finger right now, just for 2 weeks, just for a little peace.
I
think be down for that.
Unrelated to going on a set, just in general.
Just in general. Quarantine, sure. Yeah, I'll do it.
Sorry, honey, the shoot's going on for another 6 months. I'm so sorry.
I feel like Kristen would get a little mad. She would because there's that love-hate thing, I guess, that happens with your kids and your pets, where we both very much love Sherry, but our 2-week thing is a good amount of time to be like, you want to take the dog for 2 weeks because she getting on my nerves right now. Go ahead, and, you know what I'm saying? But we got a lot of news to get to. We got a couple more stories, but a couple things. First of all, I see that there are 875 of y'all watching. That's amazing. It's Labor Day and you watching us? Damn. Hit that like button. For real. Just hit it that one time. Just go ahead and do that real quick.
Yeah, because us for the labor. Us for the labor on
for the labor. We laboring for you on a day when ain't nobody supposed to be laboring. So just hit that like button. I would appreciate that, because then Christian will think that I'm competent and let me keep the show that he gave me. It was actually a test run. Y'all don't realize this. It's a fucking test run, so please help.
That's why you were tap dancing when he said, when does it come out? We'll see after today.
And second of all, the Schmobot is on, so please keep sending them the super chats and them Streamlabs, because we appreciate that. That's the other way to tell if I am viable as a host, if I can bring Christian Hall off money. If I can't bring him money, then what good am I to him other than, wearing Cowboys jerseys and pissing him off? I got nothing else.
Yeah.
Brett, please, not Brett, Ben, please tell me what else we got on the news docket, man.
Yeah, Ben. Let's get down to business.
All right, now we're gonna see if you get any more of these Mulan song references in here.
I say.
So Ridley Scott talked about another Alien sequel after the somewhat of Prometheus and Alien Covenant. He is convinced that there is still more room in this universe. Quote, that's in process. We went down a route to try and reinvent the wheel with Prometheus and Covenant. Whether or not we go directly back to that is doubtful because Prometheus woke it up very well. But, you're asking fundamental questions like, has the alien himself, the facehugger, the chestburster, have they run out of steam? Do you have to rethink the whole bloody thing and simply use the word to franchise? That's always the fundamental question, end quote. So I feel like they did use the word to franchise with Alien Covenant, and they wanted a sequel to Prometheus, but the studio didn't want that, and so they added a shower scene in the last 10 minutes where an alien kills a bunch of people, like a B/horror slasher film. RB3, you're a big fan of Ridley Scott and of these two movies. Do you want another one? Do you want to see a sequel to Prometheus and stuff like that? Or you're a defender of them at least?
I like Prometheus. I'm not the biggest defender of Alien Covenant, but I would be interested to see another Ridley Scott vision of this universe. I kind of wish he would step aside though. I think that's kind of been a problem. Like, I think the franchise got more interesting when James Cameron stepped in to do this, Aliens, the second one. And I think, we almost saw Neil Blomkamp Alien. We almost saw all these different versions of Alien. I'd be kind of more interested in seeing that more than I would be seeing a Ridley Scott version. But I just hope they don't give up on this franchise. I think this franchise has a lot of potential, especially under Disney now. It's no longer Fox, it's with Disney. So, Disney will probably put the best resources behind it, make it, a good budget or whatever. I just don't want to see them cheap out on some, cheap like Alien versus Predator, kind of remake, kind of trash or anything like that. I hope they could take this franchise seriously, but I hope maybe Ridley Scott can produce it and write it, not necessarily direct it, but maybe have a Neil Blomkamp or somebody else helm the project. Yeah.
I mean, Brett, are you an Alien fan at all? Does this tickle your pickle?
Yeah, you know what? I didn't hate Prometheus either. I mean, I wasn't, but I haven't seen Covenant yet. But I am an Alien fan, and I don't, I guess, but I don't really have much invested in any film I watch. So I like Daddy's Home, people. I mean, come on. But yeah, Prometheus was fun for me. So yeah, I'd be down to see another one. And I keep forgetting that I haven't seen Covenant. Is that the worst of all of them, as people would say?
No, it's not the worst. It's just kind of forgettable. It's just another chapter in this Alien franchise that I feel like Prometheus. I like Prometheus because it wasn't necessarily an Alien film until it became an Alien film. You know what I mean? But it was more about something completely different. And I like a story like that. I like a story that's completely different in the same universe. But I don't like that Alien Covenant found all these ways to jam it in because they're like, oh, people aren't understanding it's an Alien movie. Oh, it's not going to make money. No, just have confidence in the franchise or give it to somebody else. I don't know. So. But I do think I would be excited to see Ridley Scott involved Alien, but not him necessarily directing. But but yeah, I don't know, Kate. I mean, do you think if there was another director in the Disney canon right now or in the Disney business, do you think there would be somebody who you could see kind of taking on Alien movie or?
Yeah, I mean, I honestly feel like Ridley Scott needs to take a step back and take a look at himself, and he needs to ask himself, when will my reflection
that was so
show
cool. No, that was
who I am inside?
Hey,
2 out of 3. 2 out of 3.
Yo, man, let the chef cook. Don't do that.
Yeah, let the chef cook is right.
just let it happen, bro. You don't know that that's the corn chowder that's gonna lead you to.
There's a fire on the stove right now. Is what happened.
You don't even know. Just enjoy this corn chowder. I know you don't like corn, but just let this fucking happen. Yeah. And then we gonna get you're gonna get this fire ass steak later. Goddammit.
Here's the thing: you didn't see it coming.
I kind of once you're Ridley Scott needs to step back. He just take a step back and look at him. So it's here it comes. Here fucking comes.
I thought she was gonna go with the Man in the Mirror reference. Yeah. That's what I was waiting for. I was waiting for
the Man in the Mirror.
like,
No, I mean, for the record, I think the thing that was so amazing about the thing that was, I felt like, groundbreaking about Alien the first, is that like learning how this thing works, and also the element of like it got on the ship. Like I just feel like that whole like all of those revelations were so exciting and so.
It was like more of a thriller, like horror kind of thing.
Yeah, and I think sort of like now that we know like how they spawn, like I don't know. I just feel like there is like, I mean, maybe it could be part of the franchise. I think is what you're saying. RB3 is like a different story, like that it's still in that universe, but it doesn't have to be the face hugger. It doesn't have, or like maybe there's some sort of evolution that's taken place, or maybe it's, I don't know. I just sort of feel like it's tapped out the way it was going, and I don't know if that means Ridley Scott in particular or just, but I do think like I'm not like, oh good, another one.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
But if it went a different direction, I think I would be excited to see it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not like the biggest Alien fan. Not that I don't like it. I loved Alien and Aliens that I just saw last year. That's the thing. I just saw last year, so I'm not like holy shit like everybody else tends to be a lot of times when they watched it when it first came out,
yeah,
it was a big deal. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't hurt to have some new blood in there, especially if it sounds like Ridley isn't really giving it the same kind of oomph that Ridley did before. So
yeah, I mean, people in the chat are saying like Denis Villeneuve's Alien, like Alice Garland, like imagine how cool that would be. Like, I mean, there's so many ways, but hearing a Ridley Scott Alien movie just isn't exciting anymore.
Yeah. No, I feel that.
It's not, and I still like Ridley. I think he's one of the best directors. Like, he's a very underrated director. Like, his filmography is really, really good. But yeah, it's just like, I don't really care how the aliens got there, honestly. Like, the mystery really makes the xenomorphs cool. Like, they're just like this unstoppable, like, killing machines that just like spread and spread and spread and spread. And I like that. I don't know. Prometheus is a very good looking movie, but I just felt like it kind of got up its own ass with like the philosophy, and then Covenant just like didn't know it was like had like its toes in both waters. It was like, oh, there's aliens, but philosophy, we're gonna have Michael Fassbender teach himself how to play the flute. Okay.
Hey, well, you want to know what I like to know how things got there. I like to find out about how we get to certain Schmodown situations, which is why y'all have to check out Brad and Jen's Twitch show where they're going to preview The Machine and the Warfather, as well as Bateman and Merle. They'll go through what got them there and where they think the match is actually going to go. So you definitely have to be sure to check that out. I believe that show is on Thursdays now, right? Or are they doing it today?
They're doing it today on Twitch, and then coming up next, like it's kind of like a preview for their new show. Like they're like slowly going into like the new format and everything like that. But today, I believe, is going to be on Twitch.
Right, and then on top of that, one-on-one with Christian Harloff returns this Thursday, and his first guest is going to be Cobra Kai star Shiloh Maddie Dawanya. I am very bad at pronouncing that, and it was written out for me phonetically, and I still definitely check that out. That'll be starting this Thursday, so you want to check that out. Christian Harloff will be doing it big, of course.
And Brad and Jen shows today at 3:00 Pacific time. 3:00.
3:00. So right in the middle of game time. Great. All good. We all fighting for time right now.
Yeah. You can't find an open slot anymore.
See, you took my. I had a great segue when Ben said getting up somebody's ass to go into the Tushy ad, but maybe I could do that now.
Go ahead. You got. I believe in you.
Speaking of getting up into somebody's ass,
hey,
all you folks out there with buttholes, this ad's for you.
I'm
really.
out.
You're out. So it is really hard to believe that in this country that we wipe instead of wash. I mean, for years people have been using bidets. They're available, but they cost thousands of dollars. The Hello Tushy modern bidet attachment is here to democratize the blessings bestowed by bidets to offer clean buttholes to everyone. I mean, That is the greatest thing I've ever heard. Hello Tushy cleans your butt with a precise stream of fresh water for just $79. Attaches your toilet, no electricity, no additional plumbing. Cuts toilet paper down by 80%. That's a lot of toilet paper. So the Hello Tushy bidet pays for itself in just a few months. Because with Hello Tushy, you don't wipe at all. Even the best 2-ply just can't cut it when it comes to a hands-free poop experience. Another great one. This one is so many zingers in this one. I love it. Ditch paper products and uncomfortable chafing when you switch to the soothing, cleansing stream of water from a Hello Tushy bidet attachment. And every Hello Tushy bidet comes with a 60-day risk-free guarantee and a 12-month warranty. Join millions of happy Hello Tushy customers right now and have a clean butt with every flush. So what you need to do is go to hellotushy.com/SEN live to get 10% off. This is a special offer for our listeners. Go to hellotushy.com/SEN live for 10% off. hellotushy.com/SEN live. Listen, if you had poop anywhere else on your body, would you use toilet paper to wipe it off? Come on, people. Get some water up your butt today.
Hey, that was a wonderful roll. I gotta say,
some wet ass tushy.
Yeah.
Oh my Jesus.
This is 13-year-old me's dream.
Start reading Streamlabs just like Ben Shapiro.
And I know a lot of people comment on their ads that everybody's wearing shorts when they're on the toilet. They can't show dick and balls on. Sorry, folks.
Yeah, but it just seems so weird. Like there has to be a way to just show like hip. Just show me some hip, but literally just with your drawers on, you look silly as hell.
Yeah, like put like a robe down by them or something.
Donated $20. Let the chef cook. You might even say that Kate and her comedy is a wait for it. Girl worth fighting for.
Yeah.
Hey, Lynn.
Coming in.
Let him cook. Let him cook.
Chef Curry with the shot, boy.
What about that song? I was wondering. I was like, what's?
I'm literally looking them up. I'm like, there's another song. What's the other one? Oh.
That's amazing.
All right, Ben. Any other news, Ben? Anything you want to talk about?
I'm sorry, Ben. I don't mean to cut you off. I got a text from Mark Ellis. So he had this awesome stand-up show this weekend.
Oh yes.
And he wanted me to remind the fans that it is not available for purchase retroactively, but he's going to be clipping out for his patrons. So if you are a Mark Ellis patron, you'll be able to see clips of it. It was a great show.
You're super laggy.
Oh,
you're bad. Okay, never mind. Wait. No. Yep. Nope.
Oh no.
No. Wait. No.
No.
But no, the Mark Ellis' show was really, really good. I watched like 95% of it, but I couldn't finish it because I was hanging with my family. I wanted to be with them. But man, I need to lose this quarantine bod, so I'm gonna go do some stand up at the Viper Room because everybody was sweating. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Really?
I felt so bad. Yeah, because the air conditioning wasn't working in there, and that was the day it was 113.
Oh God. Yeah, no, it was
111.
bad this weekend.
It was still like over 100. Josh McCouga's wife, pregnant wife, went home during, and I was like, she was probably glad to get back in the car. She was probably like, I'll go get you a shirt. But his shirt was so sweated through. It looked like a hyper-colored shirt.
Yo, it was so bad up here.
I thought it was. I really thought it was.
everybody-
I was like, Josh, I know Josh sweats a lot, but
Yeah,
what is happening?
I know, because it was like halfway. It was like he sweat from his neck to like just above his belly button. So it looked like it was like a half and half shirt.
Hypercolor.
That's
When was the last time you heard hypercolor shirt?
I mean, shit. Both Ben and RB3 were there talking about heat. It knocked my power out yesterday.
I was surprised it didn't knock mine out because like last heat wave it knocked mine out, and I had nothing for that whole time, and that was, and now especially because like you could go like hang out at a bar, you could go to the movie theater, and sit in the air condition for 2 hours. Now you can't do anything.
Yeah.
Like even restaurants are open, but it's like, hey, do you want to sit on the patio? Oh, can I please?
we're actually really helping because our fridge is still broken. It's been a week and 2 days, so we're not drawing any power from the fridge. So you guys are welcome. In Burbank, you guys are welcome.
You're flexing your power.
Appreciate that. What did you do? You got it in coolers or something?
No, we're just. I mean, we're very lucky. We have like a little beer fridge that's now being used for like
everything.
For the kids. Yeah. We're doing a lot of fast food. It's not great. But part of the problem with this is like the compressor's still under warranty, but we needed to have a proof of purchase, and in order to get a proof of purchase, I had to find the receipt. I couldn't find the receipt. Then I was on. I mean, it was like there was all of
fridge repairs are like literally like a fucking Sudoku. It's crazy.
It's true. It was true. That's exactly. And I'm not good at Sudoku. It turns out.
Oh man!
Anyway.
We'll bet. Anything else, Ben? Or are we good on?
We got one more that we've got a few. And like Troop Beverly Hills. Ironically, the same writer that's writing the Planes, Trains, and Automobiles is writing a Troop Beverly Hills remake. They're, I don't want to say scratching the bottom of the barrel, but Troop Beverly Hills, like,
damn.
Okay.
Damn, shots fired.
I know. I was gonna say.
I mean, I like the movie. It's fine, but. It's not even a name. Like,
is this something that can I say something? When this story came up, I didn't know what this was. I never heard of this movie. I never heard of anything.
Exactly.
I know what you're gonna say, RB3.
So
this is some white people bullshit.
Yeah.
And you know what? I 100% agree with you. Troop Beverly Hills.
Yeah. I gotta tell you, I'm not gonna defend it, but I will say I do think women that are my age and probably my race as well really did like this movie when we were of age, like when it came out. Like, it's Beverly D'Angelo, right?
No,
Shelley Long.
See, I thought that
Shelley
too.
Long. Oh,
I hadn't
that's
seen
funny.
it since like Nick at Night, and I was like, "Oh, it's a Beverly D'Angelo, right?" Like, I would have gotten that
I
question
love
wrong
that.
in the Schmodown.
Oh,
Would
I
have for
love
sure
that you and I
gotten
both had that.
But no,
Yeah.
like if you want, like Troop Zero just came out on Amazon Prime. Kate, you should go watch that. It's really, really good.
Okay.
It's got McKenna Grace and Viola Davis in it.
Oh,
That's what I was gonna say. Like, what
I'll
was
watch that.
that was the one with Viola Davis in it. I was like, why would
it's amazing. I love it.
Yeah, no, I don't have a problem because we've talked about this, reboots and remakes and stuff like that. Like, I don't have an issue if you've got like an actual fresh take to put on this for the kids. But like, what the Bill and Ted sequel sort of makes sense because you can kind of transition that, and you have enough of those fans. Are there enough?
And you have Keanu. Like,
Right.
Like Bill and Ted doesn't get made without John Wick and the Keanu sans.
Of course. And Always Be My Maybe was like a big deal because of him and Toy Story. Like, he had his fucking heyday last year. I guess that is my question. Are there hella people out here in these streets being like, God damn, I need another True Beverly Hills. I've been waiting for this for so long.
My guess would be it's women roughly around my age. So I'm 38 years old, who were around the age of the troop when this came out. And I would guess it would also mostly be white women. I don't know what population of moviegoers we make up. So I don't know that it's a movie worth making, but I do remember seeing it. I remember Beverly D'Angelo being in it though. So that's a problem. But I remember it being like, the whole thing was like, it was about like this stuck up troop, and this woman like basically like, like figure it out, like, trying to get them out of their comfort zone and stuff. So I don't know, maybe there is going to be some fresh take on it. I feel like it's the same women who liked Friends, honestly.
But it's like Video Drew. I was gonna bring that up. Video Drew brought it up in the chat just now. It's like, is now the time to see a bunch of rich white girls struggle with like camping?
Well, we don't know that they're going to be rich white girls. They could be rich anybody girls. The point is, and they may try and diversify it, but the point is rich.
Yes, exactly.
Like,
rich,
like
just rich girls. Like, oh, we have to camp. Oh, where's my iPhone? Oh,
Yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Afford that. Your tent is more expensive than my house.
Well, what if True Beverly Hills is about how you lock down for a pandemic? Like, what if it becomes like a zombie movie or something? Like, that might be kind of an interesting, like, all right, girls, figure out how to put the goddamn plywood on your windows. Like,
True
it's just,
Beverly kills.
You guys, what if this is the next part of the Alien franchise?
yo, I actually am down for that mashup. That sounds incredible. And a bunch of little like Beverly Hills rich girls up into space, and then the fucking like the chest poppers just be. Oh man,
Yeah.
I like that. I want to see that. I want to see
Space
it.
huggers.
And also there'll be Force Ghosts.
Yes.
Yes.
Goes without saying.
Oh, and Tom Cruise is gonna jump over a canyon. That's the other.
Yes,
That's the other
yes.
Yeah.
And I will watch it.
It's gonna be like Tom Cruise is gonna be in the troop, and someone's gonna be like, "You're a younger man."
Yeah, he's gonna make a man. He's gonna make a man out of them. He's gonna make a man out of them. Yeah.
Yo.
I'll make a man
Nerd
out of
underscore
you.
Chronic donated $50.
Nerd Chronic.
Love
Thank you,
seeing
man.
Winston take the reins today. Looking forward to the new big show. Hope to be a guest one day.
All right.
Can we reset the Schmobot, or is
Yeah, I'll
there
try
a,
to see. I'll
a
try to see
cartridge
if
you can
there's
blow
a-
on?
Let me see. I'll see what I can do. I'll see what I can do.
The Nerd Chronic.
I know. Like, thank you, Nerd Chronic, for that. But I know that it struggles when we talk over it.
Yeah,
So even
that
if
was
it's
probably
like,
my fault.
even if it's like we're just thanking the person for the donation, try and hold till
John
the.
Kaiser donated $30 through Super Chat. Talking next wet with Kate and Winston. I'm really enjoying this new format.
Kaiser, go back to Vegas.
Talking neck sweat.
What did you say? Talking next?
That
Talking
sweat with Kate and Winston.
Oh man.
Jesus.
Oh,
Oh my
Kaiser.
goodness.
Yeah.
Oh, Kaiser.
Yeah, you
Well-
got
Kaiser. There goes your per diem, Kaiser.
Yeah, Jesus. Well, we still got what 4 to 5 minutes. So if there's anything, throw it up in the chat. Let us know what y'all trying to talk about for the last 45 minutes. We're gonna get to the super labs. We're gonna get to the stream labs and the super chats and make sure all of those are answered for show. Anything else, or is that it, Ben?
I just want to.
Go ahead, Kate.
No, I keep interrupting you, Ben. I'm sorry. I was just gonna say I want to go back to what Nerd Chronic said. I love when you host the show, Winston.
Oh,
You are doing a
Yes.
fantastic job.
thank you. I appreciate that, y'all. I really do. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. You would think I'd feel more pressure, and I guess I do in the sense that, like, if this thing crashes and burns entirely, then I guess that's on my ass. But other than that, I'm just fun chopping it with y'all.
It's probably more on me, honestly, because it crashes. I don't know.
Nah, we.
Oh, RB3.
All right, so I found this wasn't in the show notes, but I did find a fun little article.
Underscore Ben underscore Reiner donated $20. Hail, happy Labor Day. I just watched the Alien movies for the first time. I had fun with Prometheus and Alien Covenant. I would be down for a new one. Also get sweaty went live yesterday and we had Surge Night on. Go check it out. Thanks for all content.
Nice.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ben.
I think
You're welcome for all the content.
No.
Just said it.
Hey, Ben, let her cook. Let her cook. Just let her cook. Come on. Remember, the first few pancakes.
That is
suck
how
ass.
she just said it.
The first few pancakes suck ass. Let it happen, bro. It's
Hey,
okay.
we weren't supposed to announce your new show yet.
What is it? Content with cake? What the fuck? yo. I think we figured out. I think we figured out maybe what could be our topic. What about how about franchises that you think that their creators need to separate some distance? So like maybe let somebody else bring some fresh blood in. Does that sound like a good?
Fresh blood, yeah.
That rolled off the tongue.
But,
I was gonna say, yeah, that's.
I
I think that's gonna be some good content.
I'm not gonna lie. If content, the fresh content with Kate ever happens, just because of the alliteration alone, I will fucking watch the fuck out of that show. Other than the fact it'll be hilarious, I will watch it just for the.
I'm pretty sure Christian will not greenlight that.
Are you sure? We should just ask. Like if you don't ask, like a closed mouth don't get fed.
You will go full Vince McMahon and stop Kate from doing anything ever on any platform.
Also, Surge Night, good old Surge Night was on the show with Ben Renner. I love it. she is. She's taking all sorts of liberties today, that Schmobot is.
She's supposed to be off today. She's very upset.
Yeah, she's mad. She's working on Labor Day.
He's a little pissed.
Why do not robots get
So
day
a
off
fun survey got put on across United Kingdom with 4 key categories about gaming, toxic gaming, and physical aggression, verbal aggression, anger, and hostility. According to the study, Xbox gamers lead in all 4 categories.
I can believe it.
In terms of actual games, where the problem is, competitive online multiplayers with either military or sporting angles led the way with Call of Duty, Battlefield, and FIFA. Fascinatingly, Nintendo's Animal Crossing franchise was also put on notice in 4th place.
Wow.
Yeah,
Despite its reputation for being relaxing, Animal Crossing players not only made the top 5 for the category of physical aggression, but were found to be more physically aggressive than Grand Theft Auto online players.
Nice.
Minecraft users had more open hostility than any other game on the list, but that didn't really translate to actual aggression. Pokemon users also usually had a high score on verbal aggression. This is the best article I've ever heard.
I mean,
The fact that like Animal Crossing is known for just being like this relaxing game, but it's top 4 in physical aggression.
that checks out though.
Brett and I can speak to that. When you think you're gonna get that fish, and then your finger gets trigger happy, you get so mad. When you miss a good Bell's price on your turnips, Brett and I,
I'm about to turn up.
About a turnip.
Period.
About a turnip. Period. No, Brett and I used to be like friends that would talk about substantial things, and now it's just like, what are your prices today?
Yeah.
What are your turnip prices today? We just are like, I don't want. We've already today. It's 11:20 in the morning. Before this show even started, we were texting about if you see your prices over with you gotta let me know because I bought 2 million. It's
It's real
relaxing.
stuff, man.
It's real stuff. Those turnip prices are real.
I mean, I feel like the other part about it, and it makes sense. Am I not mistaken that it's similar to what was it, Farmville? So people come and visit your shit and can tell you how good it is.
Yeah.
But they can also fuck it up, right? Like if they they can't touch it. Okay.
No,
well, that's good.
I don't know how if they can.
No, I don't know if there was a way to like mess with things or whatever. But like if you be rolling in and you're like, man, this is a trash ass island. You know how mad you'd be like, bitch, I spent 8 hours on this hole. You ain't gonna talk to me no type of way. Fuck you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it happens. I get it. Like you put a lot of love and heart and effort into it. I feel like people's islands are a reflection of who they are inside. You see, I can do it too. I just don't have to sing.
You can.
I just don't have to sing it. So like I can understand that.
Well, that's my thing too. Like, it depends on the video game. Like, I feel like with FIFA, like FIFA in particular has a very specific like cadence towards like young men. You know what I mean? So like when that competitive nature comes out, especially with sports games, it's a whole different situation. I feel like with Animal Crossing, it's a competitive nature for like, you know, a different kind of demographic for like the Kates and the Breasts of the world. You know what I mean? Like that's where the real competitive spirit comes out.
I come here to fucking relax. Give me my fucking turnips.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, Kate was mad at me this morning because I didn't tell her that the Godzilla, statue, if you press A on it, will shoot fire out of its mouth. How have you been keeping this from my family?
Literal. Let's see.
Go.
Here we go. Godzilla statue. You ever hit A in front of it? This is at 8:51 a.m. I think so. It breathes fire, right? How dare you keep this from me and the boys?
Private chat, Kate. Private.
Sorry. So sorry. I assumed you knew, but I have failed you. Bought 2 million in turnips this week, so I'll need any price updates over 100 that you might have.
Y'all are playing the wrong games. I got to tell you right now that the answer is this Marvel's Avengers game. It's fucking fire. I know it got bad reviews on the beta.
Is it good? I bought it. I bought it. I'm downloading playing it tonight.
You got it on PS4?
I did.
Okay, let me know when you get to Thor, and then if you want to play some co-op, let me know.
Oh, for sure, dude. I'm down.
I don't want to ruin any story for you. So just.
Dude, I got Tony Hawk's Pro Skater as well.
I got that too. Fam, it's lit.
I got
okay.
We're
all right.
1v1 for sure in graffiti.
Right? Okay.
I
Better
got-
yet. Better topic. Let's go. What game pisses you off more than anything?
Fall Guys. Fucking
No, I know.
Fall Guys.
Fall Guys is fucking ridiculous. Fall Guys.
Little fucking jelly bean ass motherfuckers.
Yo, your stupid marble game, you son of a bitch. I hate that shit.
Y'all don't know what y'all talking about because y'all never played 2K with me. 2K is the most aggravating, stressful game.
It doesn't even look real. Like
time.
the fact, like you're going for a layup and then suddenly he like pulls up for a 2-foot jumper and misses. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Well, you just gotta see, but you gotta like know exactly how to do. It's weird because like when you just starting out, I just got 2K21 too. And by the way, 2K absolute embarrassment on the release. I paid $100 for the Mamba edition that came out, Mamba Forever edition, and they're supposed to come with like custom backgrounds, extra VC, which is like the virtual currency. Nothing came with it. It just came with the standard edition with the fancy case. So
Bro,
shame on 2K for doing that.
Wait a minute. It's time for you to go Karen on these motherfuckers, bruh.
Yeah, no, I gotta start complaining. I mean, everybody's been tweeting them, everybody's been talking about it, but
Yeah, but that's
Did you buy a hard copy or just off the store?
hard copy.
Yeah. You can't.
And then-
don't buy online because you can't return it.
Yeah. Well, even it comes with the little codes and everything, and then you enter the codes and that happens. But anyway, besides that, I forgot to mention this during the Tenet and Mulan point, but yo, there's so much that happened on TV and on video games this weekend too. No wonder people
crazy
weren't going
weekend.
to the theaters. Yeah, Marvel's
Yeah.
Avengers, 2K, like I said, Tony Hawk, literally
Raised by Wolves.
Yeah,
the
Raised
new
by-
Ridley Scott show, The Boys.
The Boys, yeah, which I mean, the
Boys.
Boys is highly anticipated on a lot of levels. And
Yeah.
even that Charlie Kaufman film, I'm thinking of ending things on Netflix for the indie crowd. So it wasn't like, there's so much entertainment going around in general. I feel I've been playing even Ghost of Tsushima too recently too, like
so
getting
good.
deep into that. So there's so much better stuff other than movies right now. Like,
I agree. Also, on top of that, Class Action Park, Christian was right.
oh
That
yeah, I
shit's
It's
saw that.
crazy, right?
Ridiculous.
I saw that.
Holy,
doc. Yeah.
like, and it is the most Jersey shit I have ever seen in my entire life. Like the fact that, like, if you do the Tarzan swing and like you hit
People
the
yell.
water, it's cold, and you're like, everybody's like, hi, you little bitch.
Yeah.
The water, oh god,
Yeah.
you such a pussy. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, they're like, you're the saddest sack I've ever known.
you have got a clue.
Yes.
I hate you so much.
Somehow, well. Okay, anyway, sorry guys. I think that's my last one. I can't think of any more.
You could.
That did not sound like clapping, RB3.
Wop, wop, wop,
Yeah.
wop.
Let's get into these Streamlabs, guys. We got about 35 minutes left, guys. One, make sure you guys hit the like button. We got 850 people watching, only 460 likes. Let's get at least to 500 before the end of the show. And keep sending in your questions, comments, how you feel about what'd you do this weekend with literally everything from every single form of media being out there. Did you stay and play video games? Did you watch TV? Did you venture out to the theater to see Tenet, Mulan, New Mutants for love of God?
Hey,
You see Mark Ellis?
See
Yeah,
Mark Ellis?
Yeah,
Well,
Mark
before you
Ellis.
do that, talking about the perfect blend of television and video games, how about it's time to celebrate, y'all, because football is finally back.
Let's go.
DraftKings, the leader in one-day fantasy sports, has millions of reasons why you should be excited. To kick off the football season, DraftKings is giving new users a free, that's right, free, F-R-E-E, son, shot at $1 million, at the $1 million top prize, with a total of $3 million up for grabs this Thursday's football contest. Getting in on Thursday night's single game showdown is easy. All you have to do is download DraftKings and use the promo code SEN Live. Draft 6 players from the season opener, stay under the salary cap, and see how your team stacks up against the competition. So head over to the app now to start making it rain. Make it rain ducats, y'all. Plus, new users who sign up today on DraftKings using code SEN Live will receive a free, that's right, F-R-E-E, free 99 shot at a $1 million top prize with your first deposit. Nothing adds to the sweat of watching the game like having a shot at $1 million payday. So do it. Go download the DraftKings app right now and use the code SEN Live. For a limited time, new users can get a free shot at the $1 million top prize and $3 million in total prizes. Don't miss this extra special week 1 bonus. Enter code SEN Live to get a free shot at the $1 million top prize with your first deposit. That's code SEN Live, only at DraftKings. Make it rain. Minimum $5 deposit required. Eligibility restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com for details. And I gotta say, like, real talk, I did do DraftKings a couple years ago. Y'all, I made $100. I put in $5. I made $100.
Wow.
So
Nice.
if you were
That's
any
good.
sort of fantasy football aficionado at all, give it a shot. Honest to God, it's super fun.
That's, by the way, great transition.
Yes.
Oh, well, thank you.
Really
And
good.
really great read.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Probably one of the best ever.
Oh my
I
God.
mean, lead it.
No, Brett, no.
Oh, Brett.
Oh, no.
Brett, no.
This is just like the Sheridan Warfather. You don't put a right in. You
Yeah,
just
you
pick the
don't.
one option.
No. I wish I knew how to sports bet and all that, because my buddy that would go to Vegas back when you could go, I guess you still can, but you should.
I could,
But he said, you know what's great about sports betting is that while you're at a table gambling, you can be gambling. You know, so-
Not wrong. Hey, Brett, if you want me to teach you, because there's just like, honestly, there's just solid practice. Some stuff you're never gonna know about unless you're that person that, like, you used to be a damn sports journalist. But there are basic rules that if you follow, you actually have a pretty high chance of, like, winning something.
Because I know that, like, I'm trying to, I'm not into football, but I do watch it with my son because he's into watching it, and it'd be, betting. Gambling always makes things more interesting, right, guys? I don't have a problem.
Oh, by the
Says
way,
the man that bought 2 million turnips.
there's already a video. RB3, I'll tag you in it if you want. There's already a video of Tom Cruise jumping that giant Mission Impossible ramp.
Oh, I need to see
What?
this. Please send that to me. I will play that right now.
Okay, let me. How do I do this?
You can tag me in, and I'll figure out a way to get it.
I DM'd it to you now. All right, let's get into the Streamlabs while we do that. D-Train, he's got the next 4. So I saw Tenet this last weekend. First time being in the movie theater in 6 months, and I gotta say it was pretty safe with everyone wearing their masks, keeping their distance, and not a lot of people were eating concessions, which was a good sign. As for the movie itself, I was impressed. This is definitely Nolan's most ambitious film to date. Like others have said, it requires a second viewing. This movie might have the best action sequence and fight choreography from a Nolan movie.
Absolutely.
That's a low bar. The cast was good. RB3 was right. Elizabeth Debicki is the heart and soul of the movie. Never knew how much of an underrated actress she is. Kenneth Branagh steals every scene that he's in. It might be my favorite movie of the year. Can't wait to watch again. As for the title of today's show, all I gotta say is, what did you expect? With only half the theaters in the U.S. open with a 33% capacity and no theaters open in New York and L.A., I think the movie is getting decent numbers for now. Now with everything going on. Thank you for all those, D-Train.
Yeah.
First of all, D-Train, of course, thank you so much for all those donations. Greatly appreciate you. I think the thing that makes me sad is where I am mentally, I still just can't go, but I really want to, based off of what RB3 said, what D-Train just said. I really want to see this in theaters. Well, I mean, I guess for me, we'll see. I think I need to at least get through this work week and then maybe look at it next week. But, I just need to be safe this week in particular, so I don't know. What else? What else we got, Ben?
Lauren, thanks for being on today. Thank you, Lauren. Cheryl Dick Pants. Happy Monday, everyone. Carol, it was really awesome meeting Dickie on Friday and getting to ask him questions.
Oh.
His impression of his dad had me crying laughing. Everyone check out Brett and Kate's Playdate every Friday at 4:30 Eastern, 1:30 Pacific.
Still behind the Patreon paywall for SEN. But yeah, Dickie came on, and I actually talked to Christian afterwards. I was like, I don't think you keep me anymore. I think you're going to hire Dickie. Everybody was like, when can we get Dickie on SEN? And I was like, everybody was like, we love the Brett and Dickie show. I was like, wow, this was a mistake.
My jaw hurt. His impression of his dad is like I was dying. It was.
And Christian's like, you got to get a clip out of that. And I was like, okay, but I was like, I knew I was going to have to check with Dickie. I'm like, can we use a clip out of you doing your dad? He's like, no, because then my dad will see it. I was like,
Man, I gotta find this. I gotta find this show. I gotta become a
right
patron.
now you're hyping it up.
Yeah.
Mr. Anus, I didn't see Tenet, didn't see Mulan. I did go to a zoo on Friday and witnessed a rhino mounting his lady, but being able to perform with over a dozen people watching. But who would, right? How was your weekend? Man, that sounds better than both of those.
Yo, that's look, man. Taking OnlyFans to the next level. I see. That's fucking wild. Like,
I just remember like 3 families of us just looking at this zebra and all sitting there and going, and the little kids just like, okay, oh wow, oh no, it's still going,
bro.
just like almost, then we started doing the zebra voice, like I'm just gonna show them half of it, Carol. Watch this. Yeah. All right, now watch this. I'm gonna slap my back with it.
Yo. Okay, wait. I'm curious what y'all's funniest zoo stories are, because for me, it was watching an I think it's called like a Nubian ibex, which is almost like a African kind of deer,
Like
and
an
one of
antelope,
them, well, one of them put its fucking like front hooves on a tree, almost like it was like the whole look back at it, like whatever, and started fucking peeing, and the other one came over and was like, oh, okay. And like started drinking and shit. I was like, yo, like you normally have to put this behind like the curtain, and like you can't. This is for adults only. Like, what the fuck is happening right now?
Yeah.
Like I definitely saw a lion mount a lioness, like in real quick, real like it's like,
oh shit, that what happens in the den? Boom.
Yeah, sure. Winston, just make sure nobody videotapes that and give it to R. Kelly, because he might.
I was about to make an R. Kelly joke.
He might like that
no.
My bad.
Especially if they were young antelope.
Yeah.
What's next, Ben? What's next?
No,
I
Elmo,
feel bad for those young antelope because then they can't elope.
Yeah.
No, Elmo, no. I'm blaming Elmo for all of this.
Can we get Elmo, Russia, and Ben, and Michael B. Jordan talking about an R. Kelly animal sex tape?
Oh no!
Can we not?
Yeah.
I mean, if you guys are supposed to let the chef cook, I don't know what we let the busboy bus. I mean, I don't know what that was, Ben. I guess let the busboy bus.
You're replaced on your own show by your husband, Kate.
This show's gone. Oh man, we are.
All 13 people will definitely miss you.
What a Labor Day! What a Labor
not
Day!
wrong.
5-6 Impulse. Hey guys, happy Labor Day. This past weekend wasn't good. I had an argument with my friend, and me and my mom burnt food. What a weekend. Love you guys. Hey, burnt food ain't bad.
Hopefully it's like a minor argument that y'all can recover from. I hope it's not like a ending friendship argument. Those are rough. I know that's not a lot of.
It's tough because everyone's on edge. So like something small can do it, but just check in with them after a day or two, and it should be okay. Just you gotta know, like everyone's at a heightened sense. We're at like a red alert already.
Yeah.
Like with everything else going on.
Yeah.
Ryan White. Unfortunately, I agree with Ben about Mulan. This version wasn't for our demographic. I do think younger audiences will enjoy it. I still enjoy the animated version. Ben, I do recommend the live action Cinderella. I thought it was really good. Honestly, one of the reasons I got Disney Plus was to finally see that, and it's still not there. I think it comes out in November or something like that. Like,
I've seen it advertised, but is it just a
it's not there yet. I've been waiting.
So
they must have had deals with like VOD or other streaming companies or something, because that was the one that I couldn't wait to watch it, and I still haven't seen it. Rob520. Hey guys, this is my first time donating. Wish I could do more. Brett, I recently visited Nebraska and went to the Omaha Zoo. Have to say they did an incredible job keeping everyone safe, and it's also one of the most beautiful places to visit. Love you guys.
It's interesting because I at first I was like, I feel like zoos will never open back up, but I feel like that might be one of the few places that is really kind of good to have an outing. It's outdoors. If you just I know people love to gather around when animals are doing stuff, but if you just kind of keep them spaced out, I feel like there's enough volume of it or enough area for people to spread You know what I mean? And like be able to do that. I don't know. What do you guys think?
They're known for some the Omaha at the Henry Dorley Zoo. I think I don't know if they still called it that, but yeah, it's known for something like the lions or something. It has I can't remember. It's been a long time, but yeah, it's a great zoo.
Nice.
I can brag.
Yeah. Well, I have to say, like, I just found out that the LA
The
Zoo.
Rhino donated $20. It's
no.
the circle of life.
Oh, yeah.
The Rhino.
I was expecting the rest of the song, but they
I
do right.
know.
It's the circle of life.
That's actually not bad. Yeah, you hit that little. What is that called? Like a triple E? I wasn't expecting that, bro.
What's
Like,
it called? A Sam Tripoli.
like
And yeah.
No, I didn't hit. I don't know what
A
you're talking about.
trill.
a trill. That's what it is.
right.
You hit that trill, bro. I wasn't expecting you to hit that like Beyonce. The circle of life.
Nah. I didn't do that. I don't know what you had. I didn't do that.
Come on, man. I heard it. Come on, man. That's that gospel choir shit you ain't ready for. And then you're like, oh, how long if you're with me? Like,
Hell, if you with me. Not today. None of that.
I was gonna say about zoos though. I was surprised that the LA Zoo wasn't open because I was like, close off the indoor areas. There's like the snake area and
Right.
like, but everything else is outdoors. And then I found out that they are reopened and that but now I'm disappointed because I'm a member, but you have to. And it's great. They're doing it timed entries, but
Okay.
there's
cool.
But so like I pay so that I can go whenever I want. Right.
Yeah.
Our membership, everything's sold out. So I can't go. Like, so
That's-
everything's sold out through the 19th of September, and then they're going to reopen more dates, which is great. But also I'm like, but the whole point of the membership is that I can go as many times as I want, and now this reservation system makes it so I can't. Now I know that I do sound like a Karen, so I will take.
No, but
like,
No, not at all.
You're
Because
good.
like it's
You
the same
pay-
thing with Disney and annual
Yeah.
passes. I don't know when or if annual passes are ever going to come back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because they're going to be at like 30% capacity, and Disneyland relies a lot on their annual passes. To be fair, but it's like I can't renew right now because
Yeah.
who knows when it's going to come back because I do the monthly payments and wasn't able to pause. But they want people buying tickets. They want people buying tickets, not people that have already paid for a pass and might get food, might get some kind of merch. But tourists that buy a ticket, they're gonna eat all day in the park, they're gonna drink all day in the park, and they're gonna buy a shit ton of merch, and they're gonna stay at the hotel. So it's like they want as much money coming in as possible.
Totally.
That's not Karen stuff at all.
No, I
think
feel
so.
like I don't think so. I think the easiest way to do that, instead, like a lot of these businesses can't afford to refund those type of memberships, that you just need to extend it. So considering how long
Right.
everything was closed, and now you don't even get your full amount of dates, and if you had it for say from June to June, they should extend it from like June to like November.
Yeah.
Where you get that on the back
And
end.
that's what Six Flags is doing. I have a annual passport for me and the kids for not annual passport, whatever it's called at Six Flags.
Yeah.
And I've been paying every month the $15 or whatever it is. But they said like, we will like, even if they open today, I wouldn't go. So that would be on me.
Yeah.
But they can't open. The like theme parks are going to be like the last thing that can open because I think the restrictions. I mean, it's just everything's a high touch point.
Yeah.
But they said basically for the amount of time that we're closed, you get that on the, like, even if I cancel my thing, I still get the year or whatever it is that it was closed on the back end. So I mean, that's the way to do it, because then I'm like, well, at least those are months I can use. But this, I'm like, well, I've been paying for it for however long, and I can't even use it anyway.
Well, and I know that that's another hit to them business wise, but that's how you let your customers know that you're loyal to them.
Yeah.
And you get them to come back when it does feel normal again. If they felt like in this moment where we're all like feeling it, if you're just out for yourself, you're gonna lose a lot of your fan base because they're not gonna be willing to take a chance on you again.
Yeah.
And I see you guys in the chat. I'm sorry that how dare I get the dates wrong. Cinderella is available on Disney Plus now, so I'll go watch it. Okay, it was not available for like the first year of Disney Plus, though. I know that. Because it just come out. Jesus Christ!
Hey, Ben,
I don't know what the fuck Ben is talking about. I just fucking clicked on it.
Ben. First of all, Disney Plus has only been around for 9 months. It hasn't been a year, so that's kind of crazy. You would say
You've only been around for 9 months.
RB3.
if you want to just look on the Disney Plus service and you always want to see him, it was there the entire time. I mean, honestly, when I went on there and watched my favorite movie, John Carpenter Mars, I thought it wasn't available. But they actually did have that movie available, but unfortunately, it was only in a 2K resolution, not even a full, not even a 4K dimensionals, 3D astronomical calculations.
Oh my God.
Oh, I've missed him, RB3.
It's been a minute.
Garth Hartness McMurray. I don't like the Disney live-action remakes, but Jungle Book by Favreau was okay. I really had high hopes for Mulan. I thought it was going to be more realistic, but there's magic people with superpowers, a phoenix, etc. Might as well have kept Mushu in there.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Either get rid of the supernatural completely or let the best part of that movie. Like, I'm not saying that Mulan kicking all the ass but like, honest to God, I feel like what really pushed that in the same way that the original Aladdin was pushed by Robin Williams, this one was pushed by Eddie Murphy. So like, to not, if you're gonna eliminate that element, then just actually do the damn thing. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah, man.
Agreed.
Yeah, and that was the thing too, is that I just rewatched the animated one right before, so maybe if you don't do that, you'll like this one, but I don't recommend watching them back to back. Mr. Anus, Tenet to entertain the nearly empty theaters. Oof.
That's good. That's good.
Good. Oh my gosh.
To entertain the nearly empty theaters. To entertain nearly empty theaters. Tenet,
Oh, damn.
Oh, it was okay.
I thought I was like, well, what's the name? I was like, was the name funny? I don't know what the name of the donator was. No, that was great. That was good.
Okay.
Sorry, I should have made it more clear. I can read it, so that's why it was really obvious for me. Sorry. Respectable OKC. Great to see our favorite people all at the same time. Love you, RB3, Ben, Kate, and Brett. You all are the best and never change. Winston, go. And he says, "Go fuck yourself," but he spells it FOKC.
It's again, I had a whole rant about how OKC is a waste of city. So there's that.
Stroll at Attenborough. Hey all, happy Labor Day. Secretly watching from work, so wanted to chime in and say hello. Have any of you guys started watching Away on Netflix? I haven't heard of this miniseries, but after checking it out, I am very curious. Thoughts? It's advertised like a motherfucker on Netflix. They need to change that on Netflix, where you literally can't like pause on anything, because then like a preview will start at the top. That's the worst thing in the world. Like I can't leave my cursor anywhere because like something will start playing.
No, dude, just literally anytime I open Netflix, I just mute my TV. Just mute it until I selected something, and then it's not a problem.
No, I think I saw Defy Bloods because I left it hovering for a second, and they showed the entire film.
Oh, yo, let the shooter shoot. Let's go.
Oh my God.
They showed you an entire 2-hour 30 minutes.
I'm surprised that went over so well.
When you and the wife can't decide what to watch, just leave it on something, and you'll be watching something while you guys decide to watch something.
Did you start the movie? Are we like
That's such a funny movie to land on too. Like, just a super serious PTSD war film.
That's the thing. Like I just watched the finale of Parks and Rec, and it was like, coming up next, Defy Blood. I'm like, what? Why? I like the movie, but I was like, these two do not match up. Netflix.
Oh man.
Oh my God. Guys, have you heard of The Vow on HBO?
No.
Oh my God, it's a documentary. It's
Oh, there's
it's
the
about,
Chicago right there.
Yeah, it's a documentary. Yeah.
documentary?
She lives in me, guys. She's in there somewhere. But it's unbelievable. It's about this cult that actress Ally Mack ended up being put in jail for.
Ooh.
It's like It's like so insane, and it's still coming out, and we didn't realize that. We're like, great, let's watch it, let's binge this thing, and then we like got to episode 3. We're like, right, let's play next, and we're like, oh my god, we're watching it basically live. Like the next one doesn't come out till next week. I'm like, I need to know what like they branded the women in it. I mean, it's bonkers.
That's crazy.
Anyway, The Vow.
There's just
Look
too
it
much
up.
content.
Wow.
I know.
The Dutch Stoner. Saw Tenet for a second time this weekend. Really loved. The score is great, and I love the action scene and the idea of the storyline. I love that.
Right.
I love the action scene and the idea of the in the storyline. Okay. Second viewing helped. Hi, Brad.
Yeah.
Respectable OKC. Sorry about that. It's just been hard since you left. We're happy you found another city. Really, we just want the best for you. We have changed, though, and for the better. If things don't work out, give us a call. We're always here for you.
That to me?
Is that to
I don't
Kevin
know.
Durant?
Yeah. or Russell Westbrook.
I mean, look, Chris Paul was cooking for a minute. It just didn't work out.
This didn't work out. He's not clutch.
Yeah.
The Dutch Stoner.
Damn. Wait, you just gonna take a side shot and not tell nobody? He literally just said, "Pshon. All right, let's keep going." What is
The Dutch Stoner. A lot of people in the Netherlands are mad at Disney that they have to pay extra for Mulan. A movie ticket here is $10, and they are open. I'm going to wait till December, like most people. See, that's the thing is that like. That's why I was defending it, because like tickets here in LA are like 18 and then 25 for IMAX, so it's like it's not that much more, but yeah, don't pay for it. Don't pay for it. Almog. Mulan came to me in a dream and asked, do I need to be brave, kind, and generous to be accepted and respected? She laughed. No, you just need superpowers. I cried, but I don't have any. She whispered, then subscribe to the Meaning of podcast.
Let's go.
I've missed those.
What a wild ride that
Wow,
was.
That was great. That was
I
great.
missed
Yeah, I missed those ones too. This is an old school episode right here.
Right?
That's
Right.
12, right?
Roos Bain. Hey guys, Winston, you're a natural host, bro. Drip, drip. Do you guys think Tenet will have legs like Cameron Diaz in The Mask? Woo!
God damn, not talk about imagery. Shit, I hope so. Fuck.
I think it really needs them now. Haha. I'm hoping for the best. Been a fan ever since Memento. Stay classy, San Diego.
I mean, that's true. I mean, the Avatar, James Cameron's Avatar only opened the 77 million opening weekend and became the highest grossing movie
Wow,
of all
really?
time. Yeah, only opened
That's
to 77 million. Yeah. And the next weekend it also made 77 million, and then it made 77 million again. Like, so it kept rolling with the same trend.
It kept maxing out for 77 million for
Nobody-
6 months.
Yeah.
Nobody then look at that and go, this seems like fake news and somebody is cooking these books. How you hit 77 million 3 fucking weeks in a row?
Yeah.
Like,
I think it was
don't
like
know.
77, 76, and then 70 or something like that. But it was something ridiculous. Like,
Bro,
yeah.
I thought it was specifically 77, 77, 77. This ain't a goddamn slot machine. It ain't 7.
Yeah. Know about
Stop
7.
looking at this.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't know. Tenet could have that, but I don't know if that. I don't know about that.
Blue Popcorn. Pick one musical if announced tomorrow was getting a remade, but it was leaving the music a la Mulan. Would you be horrified about? My pick would be a Goofy movie. If you made a live-action Goofy movie without music, I would cry.
Oh yeah, that'd be stupid. That'd be stupid.
Surprisingly, the Les Mis movie with Liam Neeson without any music is pretty good. I liked it.
Really?
I didn't mind it.
Yeah, I think that's the better.
I'm trying to think.
Musical without music.
How
that would
dare you,
suck.
Arby?
Oh, if they said
However-
Little Mermaid, like the remaking Little Mermaid. If they said Little Mermaid without
Yeah,
the songs,
that was my
Bro.
original thought. Yeah.
Yeah.
Easy answer right here. 1,000% The Color Purple. That is like the darkest fucking like musical maybe ever. And if you take out those empowerment ass songs, it's just a show about Missa beating the shit out of
Yeah.
like
I'm gonna stand up.
yeah.
Tall as the tallest. She's amazing, Cynthia Erivo.
I mean, that's basically what the Spielberg movie was, but like a PG-13 version.
I mean, and it was good. Don't get me wrong. I mean, that put Oprah on the map as an actress.
Yeah.
But there is something that makes that show lighten your heart by having those songs because they are so powerful and moving. not having them makes it just a very dark thing to watch.
Yeah, I would like to see that live, make into a movie.
Fiddler on the Roof. I'll say Fiddler because I just rewatched that. Fiddler on the Roof or West Side Story because what Spielberg's doing West Side Story. You can't have like, not even like the music itself, but just like the dance numbers and stuff like that. It's so great in West Side Story.
Actually,
Dark Fate.
they did it. It's called Romeo and Juliet, which is based on.
You're a real piece of shit.
Does Ben like anyone on this show?
Yes.
Winston and RB3.
Yeah.
Thank you. See, I like you too,
He's.
man.
I was gonna say he's come for RB3. I was gonna say he's come after Winston today too.
Multiple times, but it's fine. It's because we're both Cowboy fans. He knows that
Yeah.
Okay.
it's all good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Darth Fate
Just me and
66.
Brett. Great.
It's just you white people.
Us colors up here. The top row.
Thank you for all doing the show today. Happy Labor Day. Theaters have been open here for a while in PA. Hi, Brett.
Oh. Good for honestly, good for you, Pennsylvania.
Yeah. Chrissy, just sending support for Winston hosting. Thank you.
Yes.
Appreciate it.
Heading over to Super Chat.
I don't know what that
Phew.
bow was.
Mark Ellis, a SEN show hosted by me and the delinquent, where neither one of us wake up in time. That's fair.
Love it.
At Admiral Anonymous, sorry to disagree. We watched this on our home theater, and it was a great family night. Maybe the audience was targeted more towards us. We also didn't have preconceived notions. # girl power, # epic.
All right.
I mean, I watched it on my home theater, or my parents' home theater. I don't have a home theater. My parents' home theater with my family. But hey, if you liked it, that's awesome.
Dude, can I just say they got 2K TVs at Best Buy for $280 now? Like
They have 4K TVs at Target.
4K,
a
yeah,
60-inch
4K
4K for $330.
yeah. I mean
What,
4K. I
bitch?
didn't mean 2K. 4K TVs for $270. Yeah, $280.
Dude, I'm telling you, Winston, go.
All right,
look at
that's
some of
the
these
show.
prices.
Play the fucking music.
I'm telling you, go look. Go look. There's
I
some
don't
deals
even
out
have
there
that
right now.
money right now. I'm saving
Honey,
a fucking
after-
road trip.
I know, but after you work on set a couple days, take those paychecks and take just the $270.
No, Kate, you don't understand.
10%.
I got
Winston, you
card.
take 10% of every paycheck and you put it towards something.
Yes.
So $100 paycheck, you put 20 bucks
Emergency
aside.
savings, you crazy son of a bitch.
You tithe yourself.
Yo, all that shit is literally so that when one day Christian wakes up and goes, fuck that Energy show, you're done. And then all my other shit just dries up. Instacart goes, people don't trust fucking drivers no more. Good luck, bitch. That's what that 10% is for. So that I can survive for 1 month. Literally for 1 month. That's
Right.
And you know what you're gonna be surviving with? A 4K TV, motherfucker!
Yeah, exactly.
y'all got balls. Y'all got ovaries and balls like a motherfucker.
But I can listen. I'll take balls. Are you kidding me? I got balls.
I don't know. I always thought that was weird. Like, balls are the sensitive ones that you can barely flick and they hurt.
Thank
They're
you.
the ones that like stretch and reform and give babies and shit.
No.
Thank you.
I know, but to say you have balls, I think the point of that is to say like you're really hanging out there because you could get kicked real hard and be in a lot of motherfuckers.
Okay,
I can
that
go
makes
there.
sense.
Like, do it, bitch, do it.
Do you guys not though feel like this, that quarantine has actually put a value on material items that I thought I shouldn't have, but now I'm like, no, I'm actually glad I have our house. Like, even though we probably shouldn't have bought it when we did, like, thank God that I'm stuck here. I feel like, I don't know, I've definitely come around to like this whole pandemic is like, there's definitely like I definitely have a material items thing now. Like, well, I gotta have the good thing because it's the only thing I can like. I gotta have the Switch. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, is anybody else going through that?
No, you're right.
no,
I mean,
absolutely.
that's the two things that I think of is the first when you mentioned just like physical.
By the way, we have 3 minutes left of the show.
Oh, sorry.
Oh shit!
I didn't realize either. Like, we started a little late, but we have quite a few. So let me
Okay,
get through
sorry.
these guys.
Forget
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Go. Yeah.
Jaiman John, which supervillain you want to see in future Superman films? Bizarro, Lobo, Metallo, or Brainiac? Winston.
Brainiac.
Got it.
Ooh.
Tim Sim. Nope. So the only Disney animated film worth getting a live-action remake is Black Cauldron. Otherwise, should we be scared of the Little Mermaid remake and how it'll be written?
No, I have a lot of faith, especially in I think it's is it Haile or Chloe? I think it's Haile that's playing Hal. You know who I'm talking about.
Haile, yeah.
Haile.
Yeah.
I think she'll be great.
Yeah. Joel Ralston. Here's my prediction. Studios will go back to leaving movies in theaters for a year or longer just to break even. Studio spin-offs, splitting profits 50-50 with theaters won't happen, but I think it's best for the next 5 years. Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
John Kaiser, Breedex, SEN, we got the brothers.
We got the brothers.
Renetta Wilson. Kate, you are funny as hell. I love you, girl. This sister is loving it. Hi, Brett.
Thank you.
Noah C. Happy Labor Day. Thanks for the content. Thank you, Noah. J-Dog. Good to finally catch all you guys on a day off. Glad y'all have a day off today. Let me find my place back over on Streamlabs. We only have a few. Chrissy. Have the teams been announced yet for the tournament? I'd like to see RB3-1. They haven't. I'm waiting for that too, because like the manager had to put him in a minute ago.
Well, yeah.
I think the big thing is like getting the Kevin Smith Jericho thing situated, getting this new pay-per-view this week. What is it? It's Merle.
Bateman and Merle, baby.
Bateman and then Janine and Warfather. So there's a lot on the table, including getting through the singles tournament. They'll announce it soon, though, I'm sure.
It will. It'll probably, and it might be announced like maybe like in the intermission for this pay-per-view. Don't quote me on that though.
I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah.
Poor Gub. Winston, since you are the king of memes with Jay on Blurs in the Hood, can we expect some cat funeral action on your new SEN show? What?
Maybe we'll see. I might have to get my own ones because there's a whole like I can't get into it, but there's like if I do something, then that idea. Don't worry about it. The point is, we'll see. I'll have something. I'll tell you that much.
Got it. Malcolm, is there any new music that you guys have been loving? Can also be older, that is new to you. Don't know if you guys know, but SCA, but her new song and accompanying music,